What's up, gamers? Joe Ross here, Cerulean Games, coming to you with another radical pickup video. Over the weekend, Bit Brody and I attended Too Many Games in Oaks, Pennsylvania. This convention is a game-o-rama every year. Nearly 8,000 people showed up, over 100 vendors from across the country, and many of YouTube's most flash and grody celebrities were in attendance. It was totally bitchin'. Shout out to Paul Truitt and Justin Silverman, a couple of righteous dudes who put this show on every year and who hooked us up with some tight merch. Thanks, guys. Alright, I didn't get as much as I normally do at a con like this, but I did get a few banging titles. Nothing too hardcore, but a couple choice items. So let's dig in. First up, for Super Nintendo, I got Lufia. This game, I didn't pay too much for it. The save battery doesn't work. Brody's gonna, try and fix that a little bit. But totally deadly game. We'll be at about 40 bucks if we get the save working. Also for Super Nintendo, I picked up Legend. Hard to find game here. Beat 'em up. This game's flange, let me tell you. Hard to find with a nice label like this. We would be at about 80 bucks. Kind of a not so danky, pretty grody right here on this Mega Man X3. Picked us up in trade from my buddies Johnny and Chris Lake up in New York. A couple of sweet dudes. I'm thinking with this messed up label, kind of around 170 seems to be a low price for them. Okay, and here we got a Nintendo DS game. Not usually my thing, but the price is right. Guy set up next to me was selling a few games and doing character drawings. He had New Super Mario Brothers. Pick this up, complete like it is. We will be at about $15. For PS1, one of my favorite games. This has the most hip in the mix music possible in video gaming, in my opinion, and it is Chrono Cross. Love it. Greatest hits version. We will be at about 15. Also got Suikoden. Got a little crack in the case there in the front. Nothing we can do about that, but nothing too serious. Pretty nice title. We'll be at about 30 bucks. Also got Blazing Dragons. This game is dank, let me tell you. Not too shabby. Right there. Thinking about maybe 15. Also, last game for PS1 we picked up is Castlevania Chronicles. Love this game. Hot seller for me all the time. Very primo on this. Gonna be in that 70 to 80 range, I think. Okay, next up, I got a couple Genesis titles here. Picked these up from my buddy John Baylog. These were in the mail for me waiting when I got home from the show. First up is Ranger X. Game is 100% complete. Love this title right here. I'm thinking we're gonna be around 40 bucks. So another mad, outrageous game is Mega Turrican. Mega, let me tell you. Has a registration card in there. Pretty nice label on that game. I'm thinking about 150 for the Xbox. I don't do too much Xbox, but this is a pretty sought after game. Totally truncular, and it is Operation Genesis. This one's a little grody also. Not the best shape, but still. Hard to find game, very sought after. We'll be at about $100. For the PS2, got the very popular Kingdom Hearts 2. Complete. Be about 10-15 in that range. Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. PS2, another good JRPG here. Pretty spiffy. Be at about 15. Also, good Atlas title here, and it is Odin Sphere. Let me tell you, this is shiznits right here. We're going to be at about 20 bucks. Also, last PS2 game I got is Dot Hack GU Rebirth. First in the GU series. Love these games. Always popular. I think on that one's probably about 50 bucks. Got several GameCube titles here, including Four Swords Adventure, Mario Kart Double Dashes, 2 of them. Probably the best game. This game is the tits for GameCube, and it is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Be at about 40, 45 on that one. We also got Wind Waker. And, let me tell you, most popular game possible, and it is Super Smash Melee. 1, a 2, a 3. Primo, outrageous stuff right there. Okay, next up, I got some NES goodies to show you. These are totally rad. First thing I bought a Swamp Thing manual. Got a pretty bad rip there in the front. Still, I think I paid $10 for this. I think to the right person, it's worth about 20 bucks. I don't know if you guys like McDonald's. I'm more of a McDowell's guy myself. They got the golden arcs. McDonald's has the golden arches. I got McKids. Pretty nice label there. Beat about 20 bucks. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Tubular game right here. Will beat about 30. Beautiful label on that guy. We got Felix the Cat, which will be at about 70 on. Rockin' Cats. One of the few Atlas titles for NES. Beat about 75. Very hard, sought after game to find, and it is Color a Dinosaur. Beat about 80. We got a copy of Battletoads Double Dragon. Picked that up from my buddy Chris. Pretty nice label, but it's got a little rough wear right there, but I'm not wigging out over that. We'll be at about 80 bucks. Got a couple copies of Mega Man 5. Be at about 100 bucks a piece. Metal Storm. Love this game. Awesome game. I know Brody's going for a complete in-box copy. If anyone's got one, let me know. He's looking for one. This game right here, beautiful label like that, we will be at about 120. We also got a copy of Bomberman 2. I hardly ever see it with a sporting label like this. This is a beautiful label, a beautiful copy. Happy to own it. I'm thinking it's going to be a sale price around $130 on this one with that label. Okay, some complete in box super we got. First one is X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. I picked this up from my buddy Scottsquatch. He stopped by a few times. We did several different trades throughout the days. Awesome dude. Check him out on YouTube, Scottsquatch. I'm thinking on this one we're going to be at around 30 bucks. I think that's what it is. Maybe. I also picked up, there's no game in this, but it is a beautiful box and inserts and manual. Link to the Past. Very popular title. I'm telling you, man, this is a head rush right here on this game. It is in beautiful condition. Once I get it complete with a nice cart, going to be around 120. And we got a pretty decent copy of Demon's Crest, complete in box. Box has some crushing there. You can probably see it in the glare. But nothing we can do about that. Still, pretty decent cart, decent manual. It's a pretty fly copy here. We'll be at about 240. Picked up Sega CD. Top game for the CD, but loose, sadly. And it is KO Flying Squadron. Has a nice little replacement case here. It's got a few scratches on the disc, but we're not going to buff those out because it's Sega CD. Still, pretty solid copy. None on Amazon at the moment. There's one listed on eBay for $750. I think that is outrageously stupid. So I'm thinking bomb biggity price on this is going to be about $350 to $400. For the Saturn, we picked up Guardian Heroes in trade, which will be at about $200 on. And I got a sick copy of Magic Knight Ray Earth. This game, this copy is gorgeous. It is beautiful. This is raw, mad, outrageous primo stuff. Choice right here. You can't get better than this. It's got all the stickers. It is gorgeous. It's the green CD if anyone's looking for that version of this Working Designs game. Wonderful to have. It'll be about $350 on this one. Okay, last few games I got here are for the N64, which doesn't get the love that I think it deserves. First off, from my buddy Victor at We Play Games over in Rantoul, Illinois. I got StarCraft 64 in trade. Love this game. Love my boy Victor. Also, my first time owning this game, I got a copy of Worms Armageddon. I tried to save it from a sticker that was on there, but they had already tried peeling it up and then put it back down. So, a little damage on the label. A little grody. Nothing too serious. Still, this game is rising in price. I'm thinking this is probably about a $200 copy. Some are selling for as much as $250. And last, I got a Great Cart Turcock Rage Wars. Love this game. Also picked this up from my buddy Mike. This game used to be pretty high. It dropped. It's on the rise back up, though. I'm thinking maybe in that $175 to $200 range is pretty sweet price on this one. So, cool. Last thing I got to show you guys, this is probably the rarest thing that was there at the show as far as retro gaming is concerned. It is not a game. It is a piece of memorabilia. It is from the biggest event in retro gaming history. Nintendo World Championships, 1990, All Access Pass. This would have been worn at either the state events or at the championships in California. Not sure exactly where this one came from, but they were all made the same company, distributed throughout. So it is the legit, real deal, real McCoy. I love this piece. I picked this also up from my buddy Mike. I don't know if I'm going to sell this or not. It's pretty cool. I'm thinking about putting in another case and wearing it to conventions. I'm really happy to get this. Let me tell you, I mean, you know, this is totally rad right here. You don't get much cooler than this. Any kind of that NWC memorabilia, hot stuff. He also had a Nintendo Campus Challenge cups that they would have given out. I thought about buying that one too. I did not, but I'm happy to walk away with this. Thanks again, Mike. Okay, well guys, that wraps up the YouTube video here. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. Our next conventions, we're going to be at, I'm going to visit the Torg Summit here in Columbus, Ohio. That is July 9th. Then on July 16th, we will be attending the Video Game Summit. That is in Chicago. I'll link some information about that down at the bottom. That's going to be at the Odeum. I attended that last year. Pretty decent show. Then after that, we've got Missouri Game Con out in St. Louis, and then Power Up down in Huntington, West Virginia. That's in August. So, always be sure to keep up. Like us on Facebook. Keep updated with what we're doing. Alright, guys. Well, that wraps it up. As always, thank you for watching. I'm going to book it. Sayonara.